It's week 15 of the National Football League, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Falcons and the Bears. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. It just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career, get invited back to training camp next season. A lot of teams' years are made at the end of the year, and a lot of individual players' careers are made down the stretch here in these final couple weeks.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they're led out by their quarterback from the University of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watched last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll throw on first down with Ridder. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. Oh, man, what a start for this team. 2 drives, 2 scores, and it's both their scores. First one by the offense, and Greg, now the defense gets one on the board.
Yeah, and this is just a dream scenario, Mike. I mean, you talk so often, guys, we got to start the game and capture some momentum. We have to go out and impose our will on our opponent. In this case, both sides of the ball have clearly come to play. We get a special teams touchdown, Mike, and we can go for the trifecta.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Ready, set.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Ready.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Set.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down.
On the double.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Down. Set. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Set. Cut.
They'll go. It's Robinson. Bijan Robinson. The speed on display. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On is Koo for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he takes off.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Swift, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pressure gets there. And down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. He is in. Touchdown, Falcons. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's gonna bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Falcons offense and Desmond Ridder set to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Ridder. That's caught right side. It's London. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Ready.
Now Ritter. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That is caught at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Drake London, touchdown Atlanta.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here. Another run by Swift. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, set.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. He's had a nose to the end zone all season long, and now here in the month of December, he is the NFL's leader this season for rushing touchdowns.
Come on, set. Hut.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
Ready.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
On the give, it's Robinson. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Set, ready.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On first down, right back to Robinson. Inside the 20. And he's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. One final throw before the break. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. The Buccaneers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Traylon Burks, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Xavier Legette, a touchdown reception. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground and added another on the receiving end for good measure. He was awesome. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. He'll start at the 4. and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
The Bears send out their punt team. This is taken at the 25. Inside the 35. And what a return. He sets up the offense inside the red zone. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
From the gun, it's Ritter. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Drake London, touchdown Atlanta. That his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This returnable from the 4. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. A hit, and he has lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And they will score again. This time, it's the defense And Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah, and on a day where it just seems like nothing has gone their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
On is Coop for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons stretch things out even further.
Falcons 55, Bears nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10.
Here we go.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Alert.
They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Ready.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. They'll run with Robinson. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Down. Set.
One more time, it's Robinson. Stopped at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
Ready? Let's go. Set, go.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
Okay, ready?
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up.
Here we go.
4th down and goal.
Set, cut.
They'll try and run for it. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Swift gets it from the pistol. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Run down at his own 6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Give up the middle with Swift. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. But he'll gather it back in. Boy, you really feel the pressure back there near the goal line, and they force the ball out. And lucky for this quarterback, saved him 4 points by falling on the ball.
Absolutely, Mike. I mean, that could have been even worse than it turned out. I mean, not only to get the strip sack fumble in the end zone, but fortunately for this offense, they fell on it, and it only leads to the 2 points.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. That's taken at about the 14.
Ready.
Off the fake, here's Ritter. That one taken in by London. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Ready.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
On first down, it's Ritter. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think could be pretty interesting.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Set, hut.
To throw is Ritter. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last
And he's into the end zone yet again. Drake London, touchdown Falcons. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown is a record breaker. He has set the NFL standard, the most receiving touchdowns in a single season in NFL history. Here's Coop for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will add one more onto their big lead.
Bears nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That complete to Swift.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense.
Got it.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go. Ready.
On first down, it's Robinson, and he'll get about 5.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
Okay, right.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 7.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Here we go. Here
They
we
face
go.
2nd down and 7.
Ready?
And here's Bijan. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Ready.
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Ready, ready.
2nd and goal.
Set.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he won't quite get in. Down. Setting up 3rd and goal. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal.
Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.